they think they've got one up on you. Targeted individuals, psychic reading time. As always, I'm going to be using the Hermetics and the What's the Tea. If you want to personalise one of these, they are now on offer. Link, top of the profile, stand store. Winter sale is now on all recorded tarot and psychic readings. So they think they've got one up on you, right? So it feels like I'm reading for a collective who's recently been through some kind of dark energy attack, some kind of black magic attack. And the attackers, because I've got like this kind of like smug energy around me, so it's like they've told you to not do something. They've tried to scare you off. They've called you something that's quite insulting, and it could be physically, or it could be in the astral. It could be putting stuff in your head, right? The reason why they're doing this is because Six of Swords, Lord of earned success. You're on your way to your success. You're on your way to achieving all that hard work and effort that you've put in. Ten of Swords in the reverse position, Lord of Ruin, right? So I don't want this collective to worry because it's not going to work. Okay. They thought that they could scare you off your assignment. They think that it's worked. They think it's worked because it feels like it feels like they're attempting to tap into your energy. It feels like that they're reading your energy somehow, and it has upset you, but they're taking that upset energy as thinking that they've won, right? Lord of Victory. They think they've got victory. Okay. The reality is that the victory is yours, right? You're on your way to success and abundance. Okay. Right. Don't let the voices in your head sway you off course. They're just lies, right? Lord of unstable effort, Seven of Swords, right? What I'm drawn to on this card, and I go here often. The swords are making some kind of barrier, right? So I want to say that you're protected, right? There's holes and leaks in the barrier, okay, and this is where it's coming through. But you can never completely patch the whole barrier up, okay? It's not designed to do that, because if it did, there'd be no more lessons to learn. Okay. And unfortunately, if you're a star seed or specifically a chosen one, this is a constant thing. Constant thing, constant attacks, constant trying to put you down, constantly trying to get into your head. Nine of Wands in the reverse position, Lord of great strength. They're trying to ebb away your strength, right? Five of Swords in the reverse, Lord of defeat. So it's not going to work, right? Why? Because you're stepping into Empress mode, the Empress. Daughter of the mighty ones, right? I'm speaking to a specific collective here. I don't want to say star seeds. I do want to say chosen, and you're on your way to stepping into that. Okay, and as I was just saying a moment ago, because when we're dealing with people who are influenced by dark energies, for me, they're just being used as puppets. And much like you're getting these voices in your head going, you know, good, you're this, you're that, the other, they're getting voices in their head going, you need to take this person down. They're stealing your abundance. They're trying to steal your spot, blah, 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 blah. And it's about accepting who you are. It's about accepting the fact that your life has been a play. It's been a Truman Show. Most of the people around you, specifically the closest ones, your friends, your close family and stuff like that, they're basically puppets. They're actors who have been put into your life to try and throw you off course. Now, it's not very nice accepting that, but once you accept that you're an empress, you're a ruler, you're a leader, and you don't have to be an outspoken gobshite like me to be a leader. You get all types of leaders, but you're a leader in the astral, and they're attempting, sources attempting to seat you here in the physical, and being a chosen one, being a leader here in the physical realms. For me, it's not always about being the most known. It's not about having your face on the magazines or on the news articles and stuff like that. It's about having the ability to get through to people. It's about having the ability to help people so that they can change their own lives in whatever way that may be. That is how you become a true leader. we're told by the narrative that a leader is somebody who has power and wealth. But it's all part of the ruse. It's all part of the plot. You know, when you strip it back to things like Christ consciousness, you know, Yeshua is talking about being the creator of your own reality. You know, don't pray, don't worship anything. Focus on yourself. That's the long and short of it. Right, that you've become the target because they don't like what you have. Okay, they want it for themselves, and it's about realizing the way you keep hold of that is about stepping into that power, stepping into that Empress energy. Jackpot, right? It keeps coming out. Unexpected windfall, right place, right time, big blessings ahead. You're on your way to jackpot victory. Fake flexing, right? Clues to who this person is. Acts rich, flosses money, acts fancies, shows off, etc. I feel like this person feels or thinks that they are spiritual, but it's more about going, look who I am, you know. And you get this a lot in the spiritual community. You get these fake ass plastic spiritualists, and you know, they'll spend money on having photo shoots and stuff like that. Now, don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with having a photo shoot if you want to do that, if it's going to help your business, if it's going to help you reach other people. But it's when you're doing it just to feed your own ego. So people go, oh my God, I want to be like them. They look so cool. They're so zen. I bet they've got their life together. And it's a load of BS because nobody's got their life together. I sure as shit ain't. You know what I mean? I love my life. Don't get me wrong. I love what I do. Have I got it together? No, not really. Because I understand that life is flux and flow. Things change. It's not about money and status. It's about who you are as a person. This person, same shiz, different day, okay? And they're always partying, right? So it feels a little bit like that they're stuck in some kind of toxic loop of drinking, of getting up, doing the day to day, and then kind of they're using this slight party lifestyle to try and make themselves feel better. The reality is, what they need to do is shine the light within, focus on themselves, focus on the reality of the situation, and cut the cords. But instead, they're doing the usual thing of, oh, I can't be bothered to do that. I want what they've got, so I'm going to pull them down. I'm going to go on the attack, right? Romantic love affair, sex fix, secret lover, passion over loyalty, ignoring, left on red, avoiding messages, giving the silent treatment. Right, so it could be that you're in a connection with somebody, you're in a divine connection, and this person who's on the attack, they feel like they should be with your person, right? Your person, though, is just ignoring the whole situation. They're going, you know what? No, not interested, whatever. This person, this attacker, is also in their head, making assumptions, creating stories. Trust issues are starting to show. They're looking you up, cyber stalking, studying you, getting info. They're trying to dig dirt on you. You're being advised, shine, radiate with truth. Your light triggers darkness, stay unapologetically you. That is how you win, right? You win this spiritual war by just being yourself. You win this spiritual war by stepping into that divine power. You win this spiritual war by when people try and pull you down, you stand up, you stand 10 toes down, and you keep pushing forwards because you've got a mission, you've got a role. You're here to bring the greater change. Don't let this silly BS, fake ass energy pull you down ever.